been in the financial district for 30 years. I started out as a floor trader at Chicago Mercantile Exchange. I actually graduated from college on a Saturday, drove straight through from Colorado, and started a job as a runner at Chicago Mercantile Exchange for $80 a week. Even back in 1984, it wasn't a lot of money. Didn't matter. I was doing what I wanted to do. I was in the financial district in the heart of the city of Chicago. I've actually worked for myself in the same 6-block radius that you guys have all been through every day. I get off the train and sometimes I forget which way I'm going to go. But it's worked to serve myself and my family very, very well. That's what I've done, and that's my experience. I'm also the co-founder of Tornado Bullion, tornadobullion.com, which basically started out, and I'll show you about this a little bit, is our flagship trading platform, which we use to hedge on. Zaner Group. Zaner Group is family owned. It's owned by Matt Zaner. His father started this over 34 years ago. Matt took it over about 17 years ago. The reason why my partner Pete Thomas and myself partnered up with Zaner Group was because in the financial district, in the with the FCMs in Chicago, the Zaners probably have the best reputation. And as you know, in our industry, reputation means anything, and that's why we partnered up with them. We are registered. We're one of the very few dealers, bullion dealers, and that's what I am, a bullion dealer, that is registered in any capacity. So anybody, any one of our clients, any one of our counterparties can go and easily check our status at any time with the government. There's a reason we need the government. Okay, fine. That's just another membership. Now we're an IPMI member. Thank you very much. Illinois Chamber of Commerce, Better Business Bureau. Like I said, Matt's company has been in business for over 30 years and it's got a stellar reputation. We also have a very large ag hedge division that does a lot of similar things to what we do. And that's another reason why we decided to go with the expertise of the Zaner Group. Check us out online, zaner.com. That's what I'm coming here to talk about, technology and hedging. When Pete and I built this thing years ago, I couldn't even imagine how a lot of the business was being done. Back in 1992, I was actually a market maker. I had gotten off the floor. I was one of the first traders that ever traded electronically. I don't know if you remember when Globex and Reuters made a partnership and opened up Globex to trade foreign currencies electronically. That's when it started in 1992. I was one of the first traders, market makers, on that system. I actually did so much volume, Reuters sent me to the Super Bowl in 1994. 50-yard line tickets, first row. Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants. Cowboys smoked them. But that's how much volume I was doing. The business was in its infancy. It was great being a market maker at that time. But I learned that technology, which brought me into what to do with this business. When I got into this business, I said, how can you not be doing this? How can you not be hedging? So we started building things. And everything I'm about to show you, and everything we've done, and everything we've provided for clients, we built for ourselves. And then it became a business model. Our counterparties, our partners, our customers would say, what are you guys doing? So we'd show them. And it was a whole new business model for us. I'm not an IT guy. Fortunately, I have two of the greatest IT guys in the city of Chicago that have been with me for over 10 years. Sometimes I have the vision, sometimes my customers have the vision, say, Tom, can you build this for me? I'm like, sure. I have no idea. I have none. But what I can do is I can sit down in front of a whiteboard and I can talk to my IT guys because I know how to market and sell bullion and tell them what to do to build all of this stuff. And they do it, and they do a great job. And the great thing about us is when you go out and you hire an IT guy that doesn't know about the bullion business, or the metals business, or the recycling business, there's a huge learning curve there. With us, there's no learning curve. We understand your business. We know how it is. We know what the margins is. We know what needs to be done. We built it because we had a need. And then we had a market. And then it all kind of flowed together. Most of our clients actually do reciprocal business with us. I buy from them sometimes, they buy from me. They use my electronics, my IT work. Some of them, in certain capacities, do a lot of my fulfillment. I used to carry $600,000 to $1 million worth of inventory all the time. Now, to a lot of guys, to you, that's not a big deal, but that's real cash, that's real money. I don't carry it anymore. There's no reason for me to. How much time? I used to have a vault manager. His name was Ben. He's a great guy. Wonderful guy. And I no longer need that. I no longer need that expense. Why do you need it? Disruption, adapt or perish, and I'll give you a story in a couple of minutes. Adapt or perish. Either you hitch your ride up to technology, or you're done. My best customer, or my worst customer, because myself and I have my institutional sales guy here too, we make a lot of sales calls every day, and I get the guy, I've been in business for 40 years and it's working just fine. Well, guess what? That's not going to happen anymore. My best customer is their kids. Eventually you got on the phone with their sons and their daughters who are going to take over the family business, whether it be a 1 store, 3 stores, 10 stores, whatever they might, whether it be online or more brick and mortar, it doesn't matter. I talk to their kids, they go, where have you been? I've been trying to convince my dad how to do this and how to show him. And that's what we do. We solve those kinds of problems and we bring the technology in. Global customer reach and increased market share. You don't have to just be in your locale anymore. You just don't have to be in the United States anymore. You just don't have to be in this hemisphere. With technology, you can make your business worldwide. That's what we've done. Scalability, same concept. You can just grow your business as much as you want. Process your orders 24/7, and we do. It's amazing how many people wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and buy gold and silver. I have no idea why. I usually get a glass of milk. But they get online, I walk in the morning, I have a dashboard that shows me all the purchases that have happened all night. It just amazes me. That's the new way. STB, straight through process inventory savings, and I'll show you how that works, but that's why I don't carry the expense of an inventory anymore. Precision risk management. Every hedge that you put on is a customized deal, down to the ounce. No more contracts, no more rollovers that you have to do every quarter. No more standardization. Whatever your deal is, your deal is. People come in and they say, they don't go, I want to buy 100 ounces of gold. They come in and say, I have this much money. How much gold can I buy? It's 63 ounces. It's 116. Why should your hedge be off? Why should you go through the expense and the time of carrying that table? Am I a little long? Am I a little short? Am I jelly side up? Am I jelly side down? In my history, on that kind of stuff, I'm always jelly side down. Plus, who's spending their time? How many hours is it taking for the owner or the trading desk to manage that tail risk? Customization. Brick mortar versus technology. This is the example I was telling you about. You guys may have seen this article. Amazon against Walmart. Walmart, the biggest retail distributor, retail market in the world, up until I guess a couple weeks ago when that Chinese company just beat them out. But still, biggest one. Low prices every day. The big smiley face, you remember that? I don't know if you've been reading the paper. They're closing stores. They've never done that in their history. Their sales are down. That's never happened. They've always had growth. Amazon, embrace the future. Okay? They came up with a better mousetrap. Here you go. Shares of Walmart have plunged. Shares of Amazon have skyrocketed. Now here's an interesting thing. Amazon doesn't make any money. Walmart makes billions of dollars a year. But everybody's betting that Amazon's technology, with their drones flying around, with their new distribution centers, with everything's going on, everybody's placing their bets, and this is how it's going. I'll tell you a story. A couple of weeks ago, my son's in school, and he needed a book for school, and it's Sunday. I go, all right, son, what do you need? So he gives me the title of the book, and I said, okay, what do you need to buy? He goes, tomorrow. Those are kids. And then, you know, I live out in the suburbs. There really aren't any bookstores anymore. And I'm like, uh-oh. My wife gets online, reels this thing off, this book off on Amazon. She's got a Prime account. Gee, what a surprise. And the book shows up 4 hours later on a Sunday at my door. How did they do that? They did that with technology. I'm sure there weren't very many human beings involved, because if there were, in that process, they would not have gotten it to me in 4 hours. I was amazed. Amazon is now worth more than Walmart. Unbelievable. Who would have thunk? Do I think Walmart's going to go away? No. Do I think they have to spend billions of dollars and billions of dollars and billions of dollars building their infrastructure and technology to catch up with Amazon? Absolutely they will. So if you don't hitch up your wagon to technology, and I don't care how good your business is, excuse me, I don't care how good your business model is, you're going to be left behind. Essentials of precious metals pieces, whether you're a bullion dealer like myself, or a recycler, or a scrapper, whatever you might be, e-commerce, inventory management, back-end integration, hedging, most important. This is just one of the sites that we control. This is ZanerPreciousMetals.com. This is our retail site. We have a wholesale site, but this is our retail site. We have this site up 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and it sells bullion products, coins and bars. There's over 65 products on this right now. You've heard of all the products. There's nothing new here. I haven't reinvented products, although at one time we did make our own coin, but that's another story. And the most amazing thing about it is it's not that amazing until it is. See, this is just like any other website out there. Add it to the cart, shopping cart. I'll accept your credit card. I'll take a bank wire. I'll take a check. I built in safety things in there. You have to put down 5% down on a credit card, because you know when somebody buys gold on one day and the price of gold's lower the next day, the check never shows up. So I keep that 5%. But it does more than that. Here's the most amazing thing. Somebody comes in, buy now, buys a coin. The hedge is automatically done. Auto hedge is what we call it. Automatically done. I'm either lifting my hedge or locking the price in if I don't have the product. 24 hours a day. I don't do anything. And then you say, well, and then of course all the invoices go out automatically, and we've seen all that before. To the client, I get reported. It's in my back end, in my dashboard and everything. I know everything about the order. I know everything about the customer. I know everything. But then my website picks my supplier, which I had pre-chosen to sell that particular product. The order goes right off to my supplier and places the order with him. My supplier does the fulfillment with my invoice in it and sends it off to the client. What have I done? Nothing. What are my costs? Minimal. How many employees did I have to have involved in this process? None. That's technology. Straight through processing right there. And I know I'm a bullion dealer, but recyclers can do the same kinds of things and use the same kind of technology. You got to streamline everything. Your margins are getting cut. It's tough out there. I understand that. This is why you need to take advantage of technology. This is something, one of my favorites, a new product of mine. It's called Tornado Solutions. Oh, and by the way, all of these things that you're seeing right now, also available on my cell phone. All works on my cell phone, not just the buying, but everything. This is a reporting center, Tornado Solutions, that I designed with my IT staff. Basically, at any time I want, I can know exactly where I stand. My accounting department loves this stuff. They don't even have to talk to me anymore. They know how much money, how much metal I have, what quantity it is, what's hedged, what's not hedged, what my average cost is. Let's say I make 10 purchases over time. What's my average cost of a silver bar, a 1 ounce silver bar, 10 ounce silver bar? I know what that is. And this is live. This is not an end of the day report. This is live, even on my phone. I know what's hedged. I know exactly where I stand. I know how much I'm making on my hedge or losing on my hedge. I know exactly how much I'm making or how much I'm losing on my physicals. All live at a moment's notice. I'm mobile. I don't know about you guys. I don't sit in my office all day. I got things to do. I got people to see. But I need to know what my business is doing. Tornado Solutions. E-commerce, call center, trading desks, all the components, eBay, Amazon, your brick and mortar store. I don't care if it's 1 or 10 stores. It really doesn't matter. We pump all that information into your ERPs, your salesbooks.com, your QuickBooks, your NetSuites, whatever it might be, so it can all be tracked. And it's all connected together. All of the information, everything that's happening is all connected together. This is how we do it. Now it starts over there with the liquidity providers and the OTC swap dealers. They're pumping prices into my hedging platform, which I'll show you in a minute. And they're also pumping live prices into my back end, which I just showed you, my Tornado Solutions. They're pumping prices into my websites. All of that's coming through best bid, best offer, aggregated fees from some of the largest banks in the world. All of that comes into my we own our own servers, by the way. We feel it's best. Same one that the Mercantile Exchange Group uses, just a little west of the city here. Because if you're with like somebody like GoDaddy or something, something goes wrong, and next thing you know, you're number 68 in the queue. We don't deal with that. We have to build gateways, we build APIs, all of our own, all proprietary, which allows everybody to communicate with each other. One of the greatest things that we built was what's called the accumulator, and what happens there is during 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon every day, Central Standard Time, we switch to the new day. Actually starts over, it quits in New York, starts over in New Zealand. Basically, you pretty much lose liquidity, the market's pretty much shut down, but there's still deals coming through. Same on the weekends, on Saturday until Sunday at 5, the market's closed, but you still want your clients to be able to do business with you. So they can go in and buy and sell as much as they want. And when the market reopens, the accumulator has accumulated all of the deals, all the trades. It nets them out to save you money and buys or sells exactly what you need. And then you go, well, then how am I going to keep track of all the deals? Don't worry, it was all emailed to you. Each deal was emailed to you. You'll know where exactly it is. That's the accumulator. One of our most popular products. People love it. Yeah, we've got merchant accounts, we've got white labels, we've got many, many white sites out there that we've built. We white label for people, or we power them with prices, or we do the auto hedge on them for them. We could do both buying and selling, whatever you need to do. We have our back office, which is called Magento, which is an off-the-shelf software that we've customized just for the precious metals industry, where you can control your inventory, your pricing, your images, your margins, anything that you want, all your customers. We have it so now, depending on how you sign in, when you have to log into the site, depends on what price you get. I have retail customers, I have wholesale customers, and I have preferred customers. And on different products and different quantities are all priced in different ways, but how they sign in and how they've been pre-approved automatically determines the price that they get and what they see. eBay, great thing. eBay is just so fun to work with, but we've actually have now written directly to eBay because so many people are out there. And a lot of the problem was live pricing. Didn't have live pricing. I had clients with hundreds of products out on eBay, and every time we have substantial moves like we did today, they'd have to scramble and go reprice everything. So they came to me and said, can you make this live pricing? And I said, sure I can. And they said, then can we also auto hedge? And I said, sure we can. So now we've actually, after months and months of struggles of dealing with eBay, written directly to eBay, and we've made that happen. There are actually stores out there that we pump live pricing into. They set what they want to sell the price for, but the spot's coming in to calculate all that. And then it all gets hedged. It's all controlled right through there. It's a great successful story for us. Everything goes, and I'll show you this in a minute. Hold on. Yeah, seamless purchases to head process, the auto hedge which I talked about. Straight through processing. Mitigate human error. If it's straight through processing, it's an auto hedge, that's what you do. And we've even built some more of that. Now we've got something called the fat finger deal, whereas you can preset, well, what's the largest total ounce one of your dealers could do on his desk off the Tornado platform. And it asks you again, do you really want to do that? Because we've had some mistakes, you know, people come in there and they want to buy 5,000 ounces of silver, and oops, I just bought 5,000 ounces of gold. Well, it's not so much silver, but that's a heck of a lot of gold. So we built that technology in. You can hedge from any device, like my phone. I do. I live 20 miles out west of the city. I do deals. I take the train in every day. It's stupid to drive into the city. And I do deals on my phone, on the hedge platform, every morning. And a lot of my customers are mobile. Their coin shows are out. And, well, I'll give you an example. My partner, Pete Thomas, is out at a gold mine in Reno, just outside of Reno, Nevada right now. And if he can do deals right from there, right on his phone, or his iPhone, or his tablet, or his BlackBerry device. There it is. That's our flagship product right there. There's Tornado. TornadoBullion.com. We invented this years ago. It looks like a very simple platform, and it is. It's simple because we made it simple. When we started this, most of our orders were done on the phone. So I'm on the phone, my partner's on the phone, and we had to put hedges on. So we made it simple. I got gold, I got silver, I got palladium, I got platinum, all aggregated feeds from some of the largest banks in the world, streaming to any electronic device that you want. In that, it keeps track of all of your positions on a live basis. You've got your money line over there, your balance, and I've got accounts with $5,000 in them, I've got accounts with a couple $1 million in them, and everywhere in between. This is Tornado Bullion. This basically fuels just about everything that we do. Now, we took this to a new level this year. This is one of our clients, works right out of an ERP. All right, that's where he does all of his trades, but it goes through Tornado. And how he does it and how he came to us was interested. He's got an eBay store. He's got multiple websites. He's got multiple brick and mortar stores. And all of this business was coming into them all of the time. And all these POs were being, sent everywhere. And they had no idea what was going on. So we created a situation where all of that business, from the guys on the sales floor, to the eBay, to the websites they have, all the business comes into the ERP. Then the ERP takes all of that information, and every 15 minutes, it nets what just happened in a hedge environment and puts on the trade. Every 15 minutes we get a trade from them, depending on what they're doing. 24 hours a day. Now what does that enable them to do? Reduce their costs. They used to have 3 guys managing a trade desk 24 hours a day. I can't even imagine the expense with the salaries and the benefits and the health insurance. Oh, don't worry, the guys didn't get fired. Guess what? They're on the phone selling now, making more money for the company. They were able to, the CFO now looks at the reporting maybe once a day and is fine with it. I'm good with this. This is working 100% of the time. Takes care of everything. Same kind of job or even a better job than they did before, but now they don't have to have those 3 employees 24 hours around the clock with the CFO calling those guys, how we doing, how we doing, how we doing. It just automatically gets done. Technology. That's what we do. We're a bullion dealer. I'm not an IT company, but I do IT work. And I understand it because I'm a bullion dealer. There's no learning curve with us. I've got great people, great support. And whether you call us or whether you call somebody else, you're going to have to grasp on. You're going to have to hitch your wagon up. Because if you can be that guy on the other end of the phone that talks to me, I've been doing business like this for 40 years. I'm sorry, it's not going to work. Next 2 or 3 years, those guys are done. I hope their kids take over. I hope they take advantage of there's a lot of opportunity here. The business is going to consolidate because a lot of people aren't going to keep up. And you don't necessarily have to be the big dog on the street, but you have to have the best technology on the street. Thank you very much. If you guys have any questions and answers, this is the time. We obviously have a little panel in a little bit, but I really appreciate your time and coming here today. Thank you. Yes, sir.
You have bid and offers on the site.
Yes.
What would it be for like Eagles, 100 Eagles or 5,000 silver in terms of bid offer?
Depends on how you set it.
What?
It depends on how you set it.
Okay.
There's a back end called...
How many do you allow to be set in terms of that
As many as you want.
range? Okay.
Not all my dealers, but quite a few of my dealers have both the buy and the sell. You click on one side of it, it gives you, hey, if I want to buy it, I'm going to buy it at this price. If you click on this other side, it has what you can sell to the dealer at. And of course, how much he wants to buy, the dealer, is all set in there. So nobody can come in there and overbuy.
So are you matching dealers to each other, or
In some cases, I
are
am.
you taking the size in between?
No. I'm matching a lot of dealers together. Some guys are just taking the other side, and it's all auto hedge, so it doesn't matter.
So well, it always matters.
Well, the thing that you're concerned about is if somebody's coming into your site, which you have to pre-approve, by the way.
Now, when you say auto hedge,
Yes.
what exactly are you, in terms of a long position, what do you hedge against?
Well, there's no human involvement. If
It's
somebody comes
against
in-
back to back?
If somebody comes in and buys a product from you, one or two things is happening. Either they're lifting your current hedge, if you have auto hedge. You can even do this manually, but they're either lifting your current hedge, or they're locking in the price until you can go out and get the product. Either way, price movement now becomes pretty much irrelevant. And you can set the parameters by customer, by price, by quantity, any way that you want. And that's what we do. I mean,
So let's say I want to do the Eagles at the AM fixing.
okay, that's different,
How
but,
would you do that?
all right. First of all, fixings, we still do by phone or email, but not quite so much. And I have guys now that do fixing trades. Or actually, they do trades on my platform. They'll come in and they'll sell 50,000 ounces of silver right here. They'll put in 50,000 ounces right there. They click on sell, boom, it's done. At the same time, a window pops up and it says, would you like to unwind this on the fix? You check box. It says, on which fix date would you like to unwind it? And you click the date, then you hit send, and it automatically sends an order to us at the desk saying this guy wants to unwind his fixed trade on this particular date.
How about
Because-
if they wanted to do it that morning, you know, whatever?
Sure, as long as before the fixed time.
Okay,
That's not a problem.
okay.
That's not, we mean, John, we did a pretty good sized fixed order. I think it might have been yesterday or the day before on gold. And the guy placed the order like 2 or 3 minutes before the fix. So yeah, we can get it done.
Okay.
Yeah, we do fixed trades every day. It's a growing part of our business actually. And that's why we built some technology in that to make it more, in a very primitive situation. I mean, let's be honest, I mean, fixed trading, although it's changing now because of a couple of problems, it's been around for, what, 109 years? I think the Rothschilds started it. So it's very old school, but we're now inventing technology to go along with it.
But can you guarantee pretty much a price at the fixing?
There are never any guarantees.
No, I
But-
mean in terms of a
but yes.
product at a certain discount.
Will I stand up here in front of the
or whatever.
microphone and tell you I'm going to guarantee a price? No. Is
No,
it happening?
I'm
Yes.
saying at the fixing, well,
Yes.
I know at, you know, certain prices.
Yes, it's happening. I mean, we're doing it, we do it every day. My customers get filled at the fixed price. It's posted. Can I 100% guarantee you that that's going to happen? No. You know, there's liability if I say something like that. But it happens.
And subsequently counterparty risk.
Absolutely, absolutely. And there is counterparty risk. And don't let anybody fool you about that. I don't care what you're doing. If you're trading futures or you're trading OTC, I trade OTC because I can customize it. I don't have to get stuck in 5,000 ounce contracts or 100 ounce contracts. But there's, as we've seen with firms in this city, you're not backed by the exchanges. There's always counterparty risk. I suggest that you do your background checks. Keep as little amount of money up with your counterparty as you possibly can, and manage it. You know, every time I do a deal, I buy metal from a supplier. You know, I've got to send them money. Sometimes a lot of money. You know, $500,000, but I don't have the metal yet. Boy, I better trust them. That's counterparty risk. And if an exchange comes out here and tells you, oh, don't worry, we got you backed, you know, I can show you some paper articles. They'll show you just the opposite. So you got counterparty risk.
Thanks, I appreciate that.
Anybody else? If not, think about it. go have a drink. We're going to do a panel discussion. I appreciate your time. If you're not from Chicago, take advantage of it. Even though we're broke, it's still one of the greatest cities in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you.
So we're going to have a panel session next. Right now, we're going to get